Hello everybody, Mike Daniels here with Rancho Coastal Properties Property Management. And today I want to talk about something that happens quite a bit more than you would think it does. And the question today we're going to ask is, if you can't sell your house, have you thought about renting it out? Okay, and I'm going to give you some reasons for it, but in the end, it's all up to you what you do, but I hope this helps you out. So let's dive right into it. Okay, so if you can't sell your house, you really got to look at what's going on. Are you overpriced? A lot of people think that they are not overpriced when they're selling a house, but whenever they buy a house, they always think the seller's asking too much. So maybe go on to, I hate to say this, but maybe go on to Zillow and look and see what the comps are. Zillow's not always correct, but it'll give you a good estimate of if you're in maybe the ballpark. If you have a bunch of upgrades and the last house that sold, you're looking at the pictures and it didn't have any upgrades, well, then yours is probably worth more. And conversely, if a house that just sold was totally upgraded everything, and then you look at your house and you have avocado green appliances and shag carpet, then you're probably not going to get that number that they got. Okay, so think about overpricing. Next up, poor curb appeal. If your house has weeds growing, if the trees are overgrown, we have a lot of palm trees here in San Diego. So, are the fronds dead and hanging off the tree? Are there gopher mounds out in the front yard? Broken down cars, greasy driveways, house needs paint, whatever it is. Is your house outdated? So when you walk through your house again, it may have been upgraded 20 years ago, and maybe you have some granite in there and some wood floors and travertine. Travertine is really dated. So, if you have those things, then it's not bad, but it's just not what people are looking for in this market. Buyers are super picky about houses. They want them turnkey. Sometimes the best thing you could do would be to do a full-on remodel before you sell the house, but not everybody can afford to do that. So if you have travertine or old wood floors or granite, those things aren't really appealing. A few years ago, the grays were really in. Everybody wanted gray floors and gray cabinets and gray this and that, and grays is completely out now. So the public's appetite for what is aesthetically pleasing for a house is very fickle, and it changes every couple of years. So you may be outdated and you might not even know it, and that's probably why you don't have any buyers to it. Okay, the next one could be number 4, poor marketing, or maybe just bad timing in general. So as I'm making this video, it is Halloween today. It is October 31st, 2024. And we're going into Thanksgiving now, and Christmas and Hanukkah, and we're getting into the holidays now, and this is typically not the best time of the year to sell. Are there buyers out there? Yeah, but the pool of buyers is a lot smaller. So poor marketing, even if you do great marketing, you might not be able to reach the right buyer at the right time. So, and then market conditions, rates are still high. So buyers are still sitting on the fence. A lot of buyers out there, their existing homes have rates of 2%, 2.5%, maybe even 3%. They don't want to exchange a 2.5% interest rate for a upgraded house, $1 million more for 6%. That really hits you in the pocketbook. So let's take a look at some ways that you should consider why renting it out might make sense. If any of those last 5 apply to you, then think about this. If you can afford to do it, rent the property out, and what'll happen is you'll have a steady stream of income. The renter will be vetted, do a background check, criminal check, credit check, employment check, income check. You do all these checks, and you're pretty much guaranteed to have a good tenant. So that tenant will pay you that steady income. The next thing that you could benefit from would be waiting for a better market condition out there. So better market conditions, maybe the time of the year. So, maybe you sell it in the springtime. You could wait for interest rates to come down. You could wait for the market to come back. Okay. Next one would be to build long term. So what I mean there is, think about the equity that you're building during the time that you're waiting. So housing prices have gone up about 8 to 9% over the last year. So every month that you don't sell, I mean, you're looking at almost 1% increase per year. A few years ago with COVID, we had increases of 15-20% per year. So, and San Diego is a really unique market. There's a lot to love here on the coast, and people want a piece of the coast. So think about your appreciation as a little bit less than 1% a month. So that will offset any loss that you think you might incur. Okay, so there are advantages in tax deductions. You can write off depreciation, a whole host of other things. I don't want to go into taxes. I'm not a tax specialist, so talk to your CPA about that. But there's a lot of tax advantages for being a property landlord. Okay, and then also the potential for a future sale to the tenant. So you might get somebody really good in there who's a strong, capable tenant with great income. Maybe they make $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year, and buying your house might be a great option for them. So the longer they stay in there, the more they become attached to it. Interest rates will most likely come down over the next few years, and boom, just like that, you might have a built-in buyer. So I hope that made sense to you, and if we can be of any resource to you here at Rancho Coastal Properties, go to our website at ranchocoastalproperties.com. There's a whole host of videos and more information on being a property owner and a landlord. And if you're looking for a new property manager and you'd like to find out what we do, there's a lot more to it than is on our website, so feel free to give me a call. There's my number there. And either way, I hope this video helps you, and I wish you all the best. Have a great day. Bye-bye.